Ambrielle Roulette has a hard time trusting strangers now. New people might remind her of the stranger who removed her cast on February 8th. The doctor used a cast saw to cut through the fiberglass, while her mother held her still.
But she was just crying and kicking and screaming. Her little face, her little cheeks were just red.
Lana Roulette says the doctor told her the blade wouldn't cut the skin. She claims he sawed through the cast using a back and forth motion.
He just grabs her, lifts it up, and then he starts up here. And she's like trying to pull away.
After about 5 minutes, Roulette says the cast was off and the doctor cut through the cotton layer underneath. She says she was horrified to see the marks.
I said, look at what you did to her arm. And then he comes, oh, he's rubbing her arm. That's just a scratch, he says to me. And then he just walks out.
Roulette brought her daughter home from the hospital where she continued to hold her arm and not let anyone else touch it for the rest of the evening. The next morning, it looked even worse. According to cast saw technician Jeff Lampkin, the oscillating cast saw vibrates and doesn't rotate, so it shouldn't cut the skin. He says if it's dragged, instead of being pushed in and out of the cast, it can heat up and cause burns and cuts.
It just looks so scary to me. And it looked deep. It looked deep.
Roulette called the Portage District General Hospital that weekend to complain. She described her daughter's injuries, but says she wasn't asked to come back and have them assessed. So she took her to her own doctor and is working with the Sandy Bay Health Centre now to file a formal complaint.
I felt awful for taking her there. I felt awful for not even telling him to stop.
After the CBC requested comment from the doctor, Roulette says he called her over the weekend to apologize. But she says that won't undo the damage.
She's going to be scarred for life. She'll be scarred. And that's going to be always be a constant reminder.
The toddler's wounds are slowly healing, and with time, perhaps too, her trust. Erin Broman, CBC News, Sandy Bay First Nation.